Welcome to the second playthrough of Stray Gods, like I promised I said I would. We are going to do the second playthrough, and before we begin, I need to change some options, but also, just as a reminder, we have heavy themes being discussed: alcohol use, violence, PTSD, death, themes of suicide. So now is your chance to back out of the video if you're not in an okay state of mind or headspace to view such content. Before I do anything, where is it? Controls. There was something. Time choices. So that I can make sure I am choosing a different option. Alright. Now with that in place, we're going to start our second playthrough. Act 1.
4 hours. 4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up. Well, they showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
I see what you're doing, Freddy. You're just trying to make me feel better.
How about making us feel better? We sat through this too.
I'm so sorry you all had such a rough time. Freddy has a bad idea. What else is new? Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm, crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What?
Right.
You said it'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
That one last. You're so good.
You're
at
always
this.
looking out for me, Freddy.
Nah, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
Right. I just wish it wasn't always so one-sided.
Hey, hey, don't worry about that. Really, Grace. You'll get through this.
Music is your life, Freddy. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You coming?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Is the world too much, or is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
Thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Do you really want to join our band? You sure you got the right audition?
I'd give anything to join you, Grace.
All right. Well,
with the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through? Like a boat lost at sea, though I'm about to with no sails, not a you breeze. Still have your life ahead. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no inertia in the ocean.
And we're gonna start off in your face, Grace. This Grace is very punk rock and not afraid to get reckless and aggressive when it's called for.
Maybe if I paddle hard enough, I'll fight the waves, try to be tough. Can I belong to the sea? Wow. What was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
Well, I know why I feel that way, but what's your story?
I'm reaping what I've sown, I think. This has been a very long time coming.
Ouch. Sounds harsh.
May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
We'll joke about it.
You sound like my guidance counselor.
Then I should apologize.
No, it's fine. There's just only so many times someone can ask what's wrong with you before you start to think there's really something wrong with you. But what does she know? If only she could see me now, right?
I think she'd see what I see. I should go.
About the audition. I'm sure everyone will agree you're in, if you want to be, that is.
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Right. See you then.
And it begins.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the... Calliope?
I didn't know where else. I'm so sorry, Grace.
Why? How did you know where I lived?
I followed you. I thought... I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? Hey! Calliope! Please. Please, come on. What is that?
Oh, I can wait. Take your time.
Is that my door?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
I think she's dead. We need help. You need to call someone.
Well, I'm someone. I got called. Happens every time one of us dies, you know? She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the course is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
You are gonna tell me what's going on right
Oh,
now.
sorry,
Whoa.
Hermes.
Who are you? How did you get here? What is happening?
All right, jeez. Let me go. Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? With me so far? Cool. Let's go.
Now I feel bad for scaring Hermes like that. She's a sweet being.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Wait, come back! Okay. just wait here and, not touch anything.
Our beloved sister, the last of the Muses, has passed on. To you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
Oh, my, you have had quite the day, haven't you?
It must be a mistake. I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Nor should you. We go to great lengths to ensure mortals believe they are alone in their great big world.
But we aren't?
No. Oh, my poor dear. I should explain. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always. The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love. And the one glaring at you is Persephone, once queen of the underworld. Together, we are the chorus. We rule over the idols, our name for the gods who remain. All of us, hidden in your modern world.
But gods aren't real. They can't be, they're just...
Stories, myths, legends?
If you're real, you'd be all-powerful. You wouldn't be hiding or...
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
You expect me to believe that idols, have been living among us for what, thousands of years? You're thousands of years old.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to make you believe anything, not at all. If you'd like to believe this office is right outside your front door, or that we are, I don't know, actors, religious fanatics, by all means. The only thing I do need you to grasp is that you are here. This is real, and like it or not, it is happening.
Right, and you live here, not in some city in Europe or
On top of a mountain? Oh, I know. Once we roamed marble halls, and now, fashionably appointed apartments. We have Wi-Fi. We move with the times, Grace. We have to, if we're going to remain hidden and survive. The mortals grow more and more clever with each passing century. Television! I do what I must.
Wait, you said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper. Never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
Die? You don't have that right. What, you think I'm just gonna stand here and...
Grace, please stop.
No, I'm not gonna stop. Who do you think you are, threatening me like that?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
But... it isn't...
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we
We should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
But... this isn't justice!
You cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. You have usurped a muse. No recourse to be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that
You must
shield
know I didn't
us.
do it. Is it weird this isn't song?
Now that the muse is gone, I'm afraid you'll have to see. The chorus is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her?
And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her Eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us do?
There has to be some way to find the truth. Aren't you gods? Couldn't a god, I don't know...
We aren't seriously considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Fine.
And there we have it.
Have what? What just happened? Am I free? Do I get my day in court?
Yes, you shall. You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
What happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, oh, our original verdict stands.
This is not real. I fell down some stairs, right? I'm in a coma. A nice, normal coma.
Oh, would that were so. For then Calliope would still be with us.
You can wake up any minute now, Grace. Any minute.
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities. They cannot help you. Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer, if they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
Been trying
Grace?
to keep Freddy out of harm.
Grace!
Hi.
Hi! 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 You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you. Wait, did something happen to you?
Yeah. Kidnapped by aliens.
Well, if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to.
Big, scary aliens.
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone? I was calling and calling. This wasn't some hookup, was it? Because, you can say it's none of your business, Freddy.
Okay. It's none of your business, Freddy.
Okay, you know I didn't mean that. This is totally my business.
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right? As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? What are you, some kind of cosplayer?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
So we can just talk about this. In front of Freddy.
Haven't you? Darling. And here I drop my glamour and everything.
It's just, I was told we're not supposed to. Talk about it, that is.
Talk about what? Grace, tell me.
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
Why do I have the feeling that I'm gonna regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat. Let's talk.
Huh.
That's it?
Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
I'm still hoping I'll wake up. This feels like one really long, really bad dream.
I don't know. Isn't it cool to be a god?
If it is, the cool part hasn't happened yet.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
I'm really sorry to drag you into all this.
What? Are you kidding? I would be majorly pissed if you hadn't.
Really?
Grace, mythology is my jam. If anyone's gonna get turned into stone, it should be me. Now let's go find that killer, okay?
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of killers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who was set adrift most cruelly.
Seems rather convenient, you showing up with advice. How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know. Very useful, those little birds.
He's not gonna tell you, Grace.
There's not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies. I heard of your arrival, and I know how obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
So you're here purely for my sake, then? Like a charity case?
My dear sweet girl, as far as you're concerned, I am the god of charity cases.
But you're not, are you? Pan was the god of lust and mischief. Doesn't sound too charitable to me.
Ah, yes. The old tales of the gods. Such antics, such fantasy. Pay them no mind.
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Now. Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything. As of yet.
You know, you could be the killer, for all I know.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me. Well called, darling.
And maybe even true.
Poor Pan! To be eternally maligned and mistrusted. Alas, and alas, and alas. I doubt there's a line of idols waiting to offer you advice, Grace. But whether you accept mine or not is for you to decide.
Okay, I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers?
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
When I was talking to Athena and the others, they all started singing. Does that mean that was me?
Let me guess. Music swelled as if from nowhere. Lips quivered, souls were laid bare.
Yeah, I guess.
And yeah, that was you.
Okay, but how does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding. Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel...
Anxious.
Powerful.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait.
No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not? Time's a wasting.
How the hell did you find me? This is the weirdest night I've ever had. And you say I have powers? How could this possibly turn out bad? Am I doing it now?
Brilliant.
I don't follow. Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on?
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.
I won't say you need saving. You're not drowning, you're waving. And you two, are you dating? It's so
Does he slip something into our drinks? Spouting crap about powers. He could be dangerous, what do you think? Can we all loosen up now? Remember, this madness is happening to me. This music makes sense to me somehow. But pulling me round is not what I need.
Is that gonna be here all the time?
How dare you? You don't know me.
If she has to be, pass me some wine.
Grace, is this how you let strangers speak to me?
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can't take home. I sure hate to say this, but your little stray is perfectly fine on her own.
Okay. What happens now then?
How about a solo?
Backing yourself.
You're sure about this?
Grace, I love it.
I never knew I had that in me. That said, I'll never do that again.
Grace, you're starting to comprehend. Let me show you more, or show me the door.
Good idea. I just sang soprano.
The showing or the door part?
My body's shivering, blood is thickening, skin is shimmering. You guys are bickering. Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home. Oh, you can see we're at home.
I see what I see, kid. Freddie has no idea, kid. You'd be far better off on your own.
I don't know about that.
Really? Now you're just being silly. Maybe the muse isn't feeling the gravity. Or do you refuse and, like ostriches, happily stick your heads in the sand? Grace, I could be your right hand. Freddie, you better leave her alone. Let me do what I do or she'll sink like a stone.
Lost girl, I know I'm not a lost girl, but this is all new and I don't know what to do. Should I stay with my bestie? This goat's getting testy. Won't be lost on my own. I'll always be home. All right, enough! This isn't a game to me. I'm not picking sides. My life is on the line.
Right. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I suppose we did get carried away. But this is your power, Grace. You draw out the passions from within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
Sure, but I have to admit, I didn't feel completely in control.
Of course not. A song goes where a song goes, Grace. It will only go where it wishes. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
Are you done? You've helped Grace already, right?
Indeed I have. But I do have one more thing to impart. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address. In the city. Where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
You have Calliope's address? You should have started with that.
And miss all the dancing? Nonsense. Now this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
That's perfect. We can look for clues there. What this Calliope was doing, who her enemies were.
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
No worries, I got this.
Oh?
Whatever my magical song powers can't handle, I'm sure a boot to the head will.
I see.
I need to find Kaz and Brian. Just tell them you're okay. If, not the other stuff.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
Let's see how this will play out this time.
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign. This is Calliope's apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but not this. Hello? Oh, sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here. I better have a look around. Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these?
Okay, let's look at the light.
After Calliope left the audition, where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here?
I like a painting.
Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum.
It's really pretty. Okay, though. Andy Warhol painting. I think I learned about this one
Andy
when I
Warhol,
was
yeah, that makes sense.
University.
Wonder how many celebrities she knew.
Or at least some of them. Drums. I like listening to drummers.
Right.
Cool.
These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new muse? Is that even okay to ask? I want to believe this is just an ironic photo of Elvis and she wasn't like his muse, or...
Harps are pretty.
Giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp.
Get all the instruments that we just looked at except for the piano.
So many instruments in here. Did she play all of them?
Alright, time to go upstairs.
I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs? Oh man, keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday...
There were only 3 muses, you know, not 9. Whenever they found someone who made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their idol on, take a new name. You see, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
You scared me. Sitting there in the dark.
Oh.
For all I know, you could be the killer come to hide the evidence or raid the fridge.
No, I'm just here to mourn an old and very dear friend. If I may ask, how did you find this place? And what are you doing here?
Why do you think? 1 week to prove my innocence, remember?
Yeah, I do remember, yes.
This is Calliope's home. Seemed as good a place as any to start.
I honestly wish I could help you, Grace. You and Calliope both deserved better.
I should thank you for, speaking up for me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I'm not disputing that, Grace. I just don't think that I'm the one to help you.
Why can't you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
You've already met Pan? How odd. It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
Of course I do! You have to know more than me about almost everything!
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
This room is a mess. Did you do this?
With this? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I didn't think much of it. I came here to be reminded of Calliope, not to search through her things. That and it's cleaner than my place.
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
No, nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul, if troubled.
Troubled?
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, with all of us, that we needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today. I'd rather not talk about it.
So you won't answer my questions. You're sitting here in the dark. You say you're mourning Calliope.
What are you insinuating?
I don't know you. For all I know, you could be the killer. You came to get rid of evidence, maybe, or you knew I was coming and you're here to throw me off.
That's ridiculous.
Is it? The only thing you've said is that I don't want your help, but that's ridiculous?
I can't do this.
I don't have anywhere else to go.
Meaning?
Meaning I'm not leaving until you give me something. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't literally life or death. But I need to know what the problem is.
I haven't sung in centuries.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
Phantom pains from a missing friend, feeding thoughts, thoughts that never end. What did I do? What didn't I do? Here she is, only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Anytime I'm stuck on what I did and didn't do, I just scan the distance for the next thing. What is the next thing for you?
Next thing, she often said that too. We were statues hiding under sheets, collecting dust. She burst through the door and shouted, next next thing. Come to the next thing.
You held fast. What's that about?
Stubborn me thought I'd wait her out. Usually she'd come back to me. You see, she'd return. We do that old dance, knowing both there was not a chance that I would change, but she never came.
You can be the guy who just stays clinging to his kin, closing all his shutters, but the next thing, a foreign army sweeps in.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
Then let's see.
If I push too hard, Apollo, you just need to say you're still grieving. I don't.
Grace, it's okay, that hidden voice, it will always play. It's on a loop, it'll always say, what did I do? What didn't I do? It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space for something new. The next thing,
This is different.
next thing.
Very well, I'll help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
There you go again, telling me what I do or do not need.
I apologize. I didn't mean it that way. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
What? That makes no sense. If you tell me I'm gonna fall into a hole.
Then you will.
No, but I'll just avoid holes. All holes, any hole.
And the act of trying to avoid them is what will make you fall. Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
Okay, is there anything you can do that isn't prophecy related?
Not directly, but yes, possibly. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Okay, we're gonna pause there. I was gonna try and do it per act, but I don't know how long. I forget how long the acts are, and I don't want the video to be too long. So we're gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed this part of the video. The songs were definitely different this time. I'm excited to see how it's going to be different from here on out, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.